There's a buzz of excitement regarding the new residents at Hillcrest Mall here in Richmond Hill. The mall's rooftop is now home to a thriving colony of honeybees placed there by the urban beekeeping company Alveole.
Our focus is really on education and advocacy for bees. So we help people install beehives in their backyards, on rooftops, just like here at Hillcrest. We install hives at schools.
When Oxford Properties Group, the company that owns Hillcrest Mall, were approached by Alveole, they jumped at the opportunity to host the beehives as part of their ongoing efforts of environmental stewardship.
We just thought that it was a wonderful way to augment what we're already doing for our environment. And we really like the way that this would positively impact the biodiversity in the area. And it's just fun, right? Like, it's just fun to have beehives on the roof.
It seems unusual for a mall rooftop to be an ideal setting for beehives. But in fact, beekeeper Ashley Bliss says cityscapes can be a honeybee paradise.
It's really a paradise for a lot of different reasons. There's a lot of floral diversity for bees. We also have bans on a lot of the heavy pesticides that are used outside of the city. So they're really, really well protected, and they're really, really productive and happy here in the city. And great partnerships like this with Hillcrest just helps to further educate people and get the word out about what it is that we're doing and the importance of really protecting these pollinators. And whether it be keeping bees on your property yourself or just planting pollinator-friendly plants, I think awareness is a really key factor of what we do.
The foremost thing Alveole wants the public to understand is that bees are not harmful or aggressive.
There's a lot of fear surrounding bees, and I think a lot of people have misconceptions about honeybees, and what they're used to is say wasps, and so they think that they need to be afraid, they need to be fearful. They think if I have this in my backyard, my children are going to get stung, but we typically work with the hives without any protective clothing. They're quite docile. Honeybees are very different than wasps. Wasps are carnivorous, honeybees are not. So they really only sting if they feel threatened. So we find that if you move slowly and you're sort of respectful of them and their space, you don't need to be afraid.
You know, the first time I came up, I will admit, I was a little nervous, like there's one flying in front of my face right now, and I'm okay. It just took being up here, and I came up alone a couple of times. It's very peaceful. There's something very natural and peaceful about it, and I realized, you know, I'm just here and they're here and we can coexist, and yeah, I like it.
Alveole does regular bi-weekly checkups to ensure the bees are healthy and thriving, and Ashley is very happy with what she sees.
They seem to be very, very happy in their home here. They're expanding the way we want. They're bringing in lots of honey. This is really a great time of year for them, so there's a great nectar flow on. If our bees are thriving, then that means a lot of other native pollinators are doing really, really well. And so it's good for the ecosystem as a whole.
Hillcrest Mall will continue its partnership with Alveole, and they may look at expanding the number of hives that they currently have.
We would definitely add more. It's working. They seem to like it. The fact that they're thriving is fantastic for the community. So there's no reason why we shouldn't add more. I mean, we're just blown away with how successful this has been. We were told that we would get between 50 and 80,000 bees by the end of the summer. I think we're heading close to 80,000. So that's great, and I think that all of Richmond Hill should be proud of themselves, because the bees are flying 5 kilometers. So that stays within the Richmond Hill area. So we're going to have our own Hillcrest honey made up of flowers that have been pollinated in Richmond Hill, and that's good for everybody.
Thanks to partnerships between Hillcrest Mall and Alveole, honeybee populations have a greater chance of surviving the many challenges that face them today. And for all of us to have a greater understanding about these amazing and important pollinators. If you want to learn more about Alveole, or perhaps you want to have a beehive of your own, please visit the website below for details. For Rogers TV, I'm Julia Batchelor.